Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Saturday, May 31st. It's the last Saturday of the month. Thank you and welcome to ZBTR TV. This show today, we are doing one of the things that we do every last Saturday of the month. That is to highlight or to feature a diaspora organization that are doing projects in Zambia or out there in Africa, whichever part of the world. And that's the clip that you saw I played at the beginning of the show so that you are able to see. Those are just some of the organizations that we know about. We may not know everybody. There are a lot of people doing amazing stuff. This is ZBTR TV. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. Subscribe, follow, and like so that you are not able to miss any of our episodes that come. And we are so excited that you're with us today. Please share this link so that everybody joins us and do not miss any exciting conversation that we might have. All right, today we have an amazing guest. We have a lady that's doing amazing work back home in Africa. She's not just restricted to Zambia. That's what I love about what she's doing. So this morning, afternoon in Zambia or Africa, wherever you're watching us, we are so honored and glad to have Miss Mbumwae Suba Smith. She's the founder of the Suvayo Foundation, who are doing amazing work in that great continent of Africa. Miss Mbumwae, good morning from New York, right? Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning.
How are you doing today, the New Yorkers?
Very well.
Very well. Well, welcome to ZBTR TV, and thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
We're excited to have you. Now, when I was browsing on your website, let me put it up here so that everybody can be following what we are talking about. If they go to the website, they're going to see a lot of things. When I was looking at your organization's website, I came across this phrase, and let me quote. It says, the events from her childhood gave her a strong conviction that she should maintain her ties to Africa. I would like you to share with us what these events in a childhood that just prompted and steer you to maintain, to keep those ties to your homeland.
Okay. First of all, I should thank you for having me. It's an honor to be able to be on your show. So I would like to talk about my childhood a bit. My mom used to say that I was born an activist.
Okay.
Because she said the story she shared was that when I was a little girl, we never lived in the village, we lived in the cities.
Okay.
So there is what they call in Zambia leave. Is it annual leave? Or
Yeah, vacation in other parts.
One
Yeah,
month.
annual leave. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that the civil servants go home, back to their homeland or something. Not homeland, to their villages.
To their villages.
Yes, I'm now saying homeland because of being here for so long. Yeah, so she said whenever we went home,
Yes.
I would join, the other kids would join me to play, house playing, which they call in Bemba, Ukubuta,
Yes, yes.
and in Losi is called Mandwani.
Mandwani, all right.
So she said every day the kids would come to my house and pick me up, would go and play. And at the end of the day, I would ask all of them to put their things together and be neat, like clean up after playing so I can continue tomorrow. And whatever food my mom gave me, I shared with all the other kids. I never ate alone.
Wow.
So that was like at 3 years old.
Wow.
So I already had that connection, but I didn't, it was not conscious because I was too young to know. And also, I used to ask the other kids to dance with me. I don't remember the songs. I don't know the songs I sang. So my mother always said I had a connection to the village. And then my father also, every year we went back, I would have a lot of people come and gather to the house, gather outside our house to say, we have come to greet her. And they would ask me if I had a message for them.
Wow.
So I don't know what messages I gave, but every year I gave messages, which made the community come back. And then my dad was the only one who had a Land Rover, which was a station wagon, 4-wheel drive. So people used to come to him to ask for a lift to go to the city. No, to go to Boma. Boma is like a city.
Yes, yes.
So these people would come to our house and wait. And according to my dad, I was the last one always to get ready to leave. So he would make sure that everybody gets into the car and start waiting for me. So when I come, it was like a joke. My father would ask, what took you so long? And then some villagers would complain, why did you take so long when you wait? My father would say, can you answer them? And I was a teenager then, so I would tell them, say, look at me the way I look. I had to wear my afro wig. I had to wear my pumps. I had to dress up nicely. And I had to wear my miniskirt. But some of you just woke up and got in the car. That's not me. So this went on. So I had that connection all the time. I had these memories about my village.
Okay.
My father always made sure to take us to the village and show us where we came from. And he always said, don't forget where you come from. Later on, I got connected to Africa as a whole. I realized that Africa is one.
Yes.
But we are divided by language barriers, food, and culture somehow. So when HIV hit,
yes,
I was naive. I went back to Zambia to try and help the widows. So I invested a lot and I formed this foundation out of that HIV devastation of my people in Zambia.
Okay.
So my idea was to help the widows and orphans so that they don't cry alone. So I wanted to call it a way of wiping tears of Africa, but I couldn't do it. So
why?
It was overwhelming.
Okay.
And it didn't sound right, wiping tears of Africa, when I was only in Zambia. So I said, okay, let's see what happens. So I decided to form a foundation, a small one, in Garden Compound.
Okay. That's in Lusaka, right?
In Lusaka, yes, near Olympia. So I worked with these women, about maybe 25 women, trying to empower them. Education, malnutrition classes, literacy classes, but I couldn't do it. So after 2 years, my widows were all dead.
From HIV, AIDS?
Yes, there was nothing to show about my work. I was devastated and very disappointed. So I thought, where can I go in Africa to make a difference?
Mm.
So I had roots in Ghana. My ex-husband was from Ghana. So my
Okay.
daughter's half Ghanaian, half Zambian. So I went to explore in Ghana to see how bad the situation was. And the proximity between Ghana and New York. Ghana, I could fly there overnight, do my work for the weekend, and come back.
Oh, wow.
Zambia,
Yes, I know about a direct flight to Ghana from New
yes.
York, right?
So I used to
Is,
fly
is,
a
is it
Delta.
still there?
Yes, 9 hours you're in Ghana. You can even leave on Sunday night, be at work on Monday morning.
Oh, wow.
So that was the advantage. And also Ghana is the only country in West Africa that had English-speaking culture. Most of them are French.
French, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's Ghana and Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes.
So then when I went to Ghana to explore, I found that in Ghana, the HIV was not so devastated. Some families had not lost a family member, not even one, when I had lost so many in my family. So I decided to start a foundation in Ghana.
Okay.
I mean, to extend to Ghana. So in Ghana, I worked very well. And when I went, so somebody told me that in Ghana, in order for you to get the women to work with you, you should go to the church. So through one church, I was able to bring everybody aboard. So I had like 5,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
This was before social media. When you say
Before
followers.
social media, this was the 201.
Okay.
Yes, just before 9/11.
Yes.
Yes. So I started working in Ghana with the women. And so every year we used to have like conferences or seminars once a year in Ghana. So other countries also came in, like Togo, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Benin.
They heard about the work that you were doing.
They heard about the work I
and
was
they
doing.
decided
Yes.
to be part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
So every year they came to meet me, and that's how I started. So this is the connection to me in Africa.
Okay. So now we are talking about the Subayo Foundation, right? Have you
Yes.
already registered it in Zambia? Where is it registered?
Here in New York City.
Okay. It's registered in New York. Which African countries are you operating in?
Ghana, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Togo, and Benin.
Wow.
Yes, and also Namibia.
Excellent.
Then Zambia, of course, that's my base.
Yeah, Zambia. Of course, that's your base in Zambia.
Yeah,
so,
they gave me everything.
There you are. To run an organization like this, Mbumwae, it requires strong structures of leadership. How do you do this? How do you manage to work? Share with us how the Subayo Foundation is structured and how you coordinate your activities.
Okay, every project or every province, I don't know how to call it in Ghana, every region, they have like 7 coordinators. So they have a chairman, a deputy chairman, then they have a secretary, treasurer, and then volunteers. Yes. So these are the people I work with to penetrate everybody in the organization. Yeah.
Wow, that's
each group has 7 people I work with directly.
Okay. In each of those countries that you have mentioned.
Yes.
And these are the people that coordinate the projects. I wouldn't like to presume that you are doing the same thing in Nigeria as you are doing in Zambia.
No.
Let's talk about what's going on in Zambia. Let's zero in on Zambia.
Okay, Zambia was disappointing. When I started micro lending, what I did in Ghana was to give the women like $300 each, and then they would use it for micro lending, and they would use this money to circulate it among themselves. Like I would put the seed money, and then every month or 2 months, a different person takes it.
Yes.
But in Zambia, when I tried that, after 3 months, there was nothing to show. The money was gone. People had run away. There was no one to talk to. So I changed my strategy. There is a group in Kafue, a fishing village, which was a little successful. Because in this village, apparently, you have everybody from every part of Zambia coming to fish. But they too fell apart, so I couldn't continue. So I tried the school fees for these kids. It didn't go to the kids. It went somewhere else, so I had to drop that. So now what I'm doing in Zambia, right, is just to go back to my village.
Tell the people watching where your village is.
Okay, my village is in western part of Zambia, a place called Namitome. It's 6 miles away from Limulunga.
Okay.
This is where Paramount Chief is, the Litunga, where Litunga is. Yes. But before I talk about Namitome, let me just tell you that since I could not get the money directed to the students, so I decided to pick kids in college who were in school or high school.
In Zambia?
Yes, in Zambia. So I was sponsored kids from Evelyn Horn, and the other ones, I can't remember the names, all in trade schools. I've had a lot of kids, yes, who have been successful. And one of them now is working with my daughter somewhere for a German company.
How are you identifying these kids in colleges?
Through family members or through word of mouth. One of the people who helped me connect to some kids is someone you might know well, Agrippa.
Yeah.
Agrippa Namatama.
Namatama, yeah.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes. He identified some kids. He tried to help. We couldn't make it because he had access to some kids because of his work at where he used to work before. Yeah. So we partnered with him to sponsor some of these kids.
Okay.
But then in my village, I knew that my coordinator in the village would be able to move forward and help me with the sponsoring the kids. So before this new government, we sponsored about 400 kids under grade 12.
Okay, that was before, when you say this new government, because they reintroduced free education, right?
Yes, so they took over. So now we just do uniforms for them.
Okay.
But I also sponsored at the University of Barosland, I think 15 graduates who graduated through my organization, yes. So, and then I decided that we could not have a village where I came from that did not have a preschool, school underage school children. So I went in there to build a playhouse.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you might have it somewhere. A playhouse, the one with pictures outside.
Okay. Yes, I think I do. Let me see. The one with pictures outside. It's this one. Is it this one?
This is the one we built, yes.
Okay.
So instead of having school children play outside through all seasons, they can go, the little ones, 5 years and under, can go in this building and play and have an adult supervise them, or even just have a meal once a week. So we have like a food program there also for the kids, and people hang out with them and their parents. And
how many children Mbumwae are we talking about here?
Oof. Probably close to 75 or 100.
Okay.
They come between Monday and Sunday. Every day is open to the kids.
Wow.
But with the feeding is once a week on Wednesdays only. So Wednesdays we have a lot of kids come through. Attendance is high because of the food.
Okay.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Then I also decided that we could not have a place where my mom and dad retired, and which has a school that is run down. So I built a community center.
Okay. Is this the one?
This is the one, yes. So we built a community to honor my parents, my mom and dad. So in this community center, we have a head teacher's office. Then we have a vault, because they didn't have vault, any secure plate for their exams. And also a storage room. And also we have a computer lab, because I thought 21st century is about computers and being connected to the world.
Of course. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where a person is, they need to be connected to the computers.
Yes. And also a lounge. In my village, very few people had seen a television before. and they don't have phones. It's a very remote area in Zambia. So I decided to put up a 45-inch flat screen TV in the lounge. So the idea is that once a week, can you guess which day of the week the villagers come to watch TV?
Saturday?
No, Sundays.
Sunday. Why? How come Sunday?
Religion. Church is powerful.
Okay.
So they come there on Sundays to watch, and they can see preaching in other parts of the world, and they get so excited. Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So they assimilate dressing, how to interpret the Bible, singing in the church, and identify with the church services that are going on. And also soccer for the youths. Whenever there is international soccer or national football, the youths want to come and watch on the TV. So now there is entertainment in that school. Yes.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Okay.
And then also we had, it is the nearest high school, which is like from grade 10, was 6 or 7 miles away from my village. So I decided that we needed to get classrooms so that we can be upgraded to a secondary school.
Okay.
So we built 2 classrooms for grade 10. We wanted them for girls, but boys also said they needed to go to school. They're equally human beings and they need education.
So that's one of the classroom blocks. Yeah, you can
These
see
are one of the classroom blocks.
The other one you can see through the window on the other side, right?
Yes. Because I don't know if you can identify with the village. There are no lights, and so there are no lights or even street lights, and there is no place where they can gather to go and get on the school bus and go to school. Those facilities are not there. So I went in there to try to build this school so that the kids could go to school when there is daylight and get home before dark.
Okay.
Because when it was dark, they were individually coming from their villages. So to get to the school, they got into trouble, the girls.
Yeah.
Going was a problem, coming was a problem. And their parents could not take them to school every day. So as a result, we had a very big number of dropouts from grade 9. Either they couldn't walk to the schools, they were discouraged or afraid to go to high school because of being preyed on, or just being pregnant before even grade 10. So we have a lot of young teens who are pregnant, who don't know the fathers of their children.
Yeah, because they were you told me before we started the show that the girls were being ambushed by boys or men.
Yes.
And being raped, right?
Yes, yes.
I just wanted everybody to understand that. I know you are trying to be very diplomatic with your language. Everybody, we need to hear that very clearly. Wow, Ms. Mbumwae, this is, I think we need to show something else here. Did you talk about this?
No. My village headman was in a little shack. Whenever it rained, he used to get soaked because the rain came through the, is it hatched roofs?
Yeah, the hatched roofs.
Yes. And the floor was out of clay. What do you call that? I forgot.
Yeah, it's mud. But
mud, yes. Yeah, so this is where he lived. So this bothered me a lot because I couldn't imagine a human being living that way for life until they died. So I asked one of my brothers to talk to him so he could build him a modern house. So we started building for him. So we built this for my village headman as a gift, not for business, no, as a gift. So he just died 2 months ago. So he died in a decent home. So he was very proud of this house.
So who lives there now?
His widow.
Okay, okay.
Yes, his widow is there, yes. And also this house is like one of the only houses in the village because we don't have this kind of structure. And I need to point out that my grandfather's sister, my grandmother's brother, I hope it's okay to mention the name, even though it's an important name, but I feel I should say this. Their name was very famous. My uncles my grandfather's children, right?
Mm.
My grandmother's brother's children were the first ministers in Kaunda's government.
No. Are we talking about the winners?
Yes.
Okay.
They did something, but it wasn't too much. So hear the story. So my grandmother was born blind.
Oh.
So the winner, the father of the two winners,
Mm-hmm.
said that if anybody was going to marry their sister, the person should live within walking distance, because the person should be able to bring her to him to see her every day.
That's a big responsibility.
So this happened, and because she was blind, Mr. Winner himself, the old man, decided that his sister's children should go to school. So my father went to school through the uncle, Mr. Winner.
Okay.
That's how come he became educated, and he was able to educate his children. So in my village, I'm coming back to that house. So in my village, right, where my father's father came from, nobody went to school, only my father.
Wow.
Because of his connection to that uncle who was a winner.
No.
Yes. So that house is very significant in the house, in the village.
Wow, you've done a commendable job. That's a legacy right there.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Subayo Foundation's focus is empowering women
And children.
and children
Yes.
through training.
Yes.
Through literacy.
Yes.
How is the curriculum structured, or how do you determine what curriculum do you teach them, and how long is this training program? What do you cover in your project?
Okay, the first one we do is literacy.
Okay.
For them to be able to read a bit. So we focus on mothers, especially, to be able to read and write a bit. Because when they read and write, they can do homework with their children. That's the key, yes.
That's powerful.
So after that, we focus on nutrition. So they have to go through training for 3 months. Those who can sustain themselves throughout the training for 3 months, to learn what it's like to feed your children well, even when you are poor. They can have quality food to eat, and be nurture their bodies very well. And also we emphasize that if children don't eat, they can't do well in school. They can't listen.
That's right.
Because if you are hungry, you can't concentrate on what the teacher is saying. You misbehave in class, you jump up and down, you can't even listen. So, and then you start fighting.
No attention span. No attention span.
No.
Yeah.
And then you fight other kids who have food because you are jealous if they don't share with you.
Yeah.
So I thought socially, food was very important. So if they can have our original porridge with the peanut in the mornings for the kids, that's enough.
That's right.
To sustain them, yes.
Okay.
And also we focus on how to manage a little business on yourself as a woman.
Okay.
And how to save your money as a woman on yourself. Because with women, right, what I discovered is that once they were given money, no matter how much it was, they spent it on the families. And in Africa, we have families to do with the extended family. So the whole village benefits from little loans to women. They even feed their husbands if the husband is lazy.
You want to start a fight now?
No. And also when there was food and money in the house from the wife, there was a bit of peace. Because the pressure was not only daddy only or uncle.
That's
only,
right.
no.
That's right.
So, and then I tried to ask them to respect their men, even if they have more money than the men have. And also to partner and not to hide all the money from the men. If they could partner and share, it would make families a bit better, have a quality of life. So mine is grassroots and very basic, very, very basic. And also apart from that, we teach them how to respect, how to function in society, how to work together, how to unite, and how to respect each other.
Yes.
And also we have tried to teach them that respect is a two-way traffic. The parents had to respect their children in order for children to respect them more and understand them. So even though I'm your mother, I'm older than you, I can listen to you and I know what you're feeling. And you can also teach me something I don't know that you know as a child. Since you go to school and what you might have learned, I didn't learn. So teach me as a mother, but you should respect me, and I'll give you that forum. So we also do tailoring.
Okay.
Yes, we teach them basic skills of tailoring, like school uniform sometimes, tailoring, maybe in the church uniform, because that's very important in our societies. And also to contribute in churches.
When you talk about, let's zero in on tailoring, I would like to show these pictures that you sent me.
Yes.
So you buy these machines, right?
Yes.
And do you give them to them, you sell them, or they are in a center where they go to do tailoring?
No, we send them to the chairman of the project, of their group, who decides where they should go. But they are in one place. They are not moved around. No, they are all in one room where the women go to learn how to sew. Yeah. And then we give them some kind of a stipend.
Look at this one. Look, this is a classic one. I remember my mother, Brenda Tan, when did you last see this?
Yes, we have gone back the roads.
I can see that. Oh my goodness. I remember seeing this when I was growing up. Because my mother used to teach at the welfare centers for the mines.
Yes. Yes.
So since you mentioned tailoring, I thought we should show these pictures that you use these machines.
Yes. But the problem is maintenance. When they break down, it takes us a long time to have them repaired.
Okay.
Yeah, maintenance is difficult because they don't know how to repair anything as such until when it breaks. There's no maintenance until it breaks.
Oh my goodness!
Yes,
they need to be serviced. Let me show you some comments that are coming from our friends who are watching. Okay, where are we now? Okay, that's Miss Standy. Love the idea of knowing that you have a home at all points in your life when you know where your ancestors settled in the village.
Yes.
That's Miss Standy from the UK.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brenda lives within my community. She says, "Good morning, ZBTR family." And then we have good morning. This is Ms. Zenith. She's close to you there. She's on the East Coast. I think she's in DC.
Okay, thank you. Morning.
Impressive works you are doing. This is amazing work, so inspiring. So that's what our those that are following us say. One of the key things about any project, Ms. Mbumwae, is funding. How are the funds sourced for these projects, and how do you guarantee repayment from the people that you give out the small loans in there? First, talk about the funding, and if people want to
funding, we tried to fundraise and we tried to connect, but fundraising has been very, very difficult. We get funding, but it's not much. So most of the resources are from me. Yes, I do most of the funding with the help of a few people like Charles Wembia, Agrippa. We tried to fundraise. Yes.
Okay.
And also Mwape used to have our wage out there to see if we could, before he died, late Mwape.
Yes.
To see if we could get funding. Okay. But over the years, I have worked with a lot of families in New York City, close to maybe like 200 families. So some of them have remained very loyal to me. So they donate whatever they have over the years.
Okay.
To extend to help me empower my community in Zambia.
So for those watching, if anybody wants to support you, there is a link on the website, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a link, and there's also 501 status.
Okay.
And
you get tax credit for
and
contributions.
we have the number on the link.
Mm.
Yes.
So
But I should also mention something here. I have decided to keep my name as Smith, but my family has opposed that name very much. But if I did not have the name Smith, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I have done to empower my family back home or in Africa. So my becoming a citizen here and having these opportunities in America has helped me a lot.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes, and also I would like to mention that for everybody, not just for me, we have to be careful not to be so pompous or proud of ourselves. Sometimes we have to stoop to win. As immigrants, we go through a lot of unfairness, but we should not let that pull us down. Let that immigration, I don't know how to put it, immigration stumbling block.
Yes, yeah. Immigrant status
build you up and become you stronger. Please don't give up. And then when you are humble, you work with people, they will see who you are and try to help you in any way they can.
That's right.
So I don't want anyone listening to think, oh, this woman has done it. She's so powerful. She's not approachable anymore. It's never like that. I'm still me.
That's right. Humble and I mean, I had to bring you out from behind the scenes, so to speak, to be here. I mean, everybody watching, these are the people that are doing a lot and that they don't put it on social media. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
Okay. Please understand. Hey, my people, that's a website, suvayo.org. Let's go there and put, like my big brother, Dr. Monsanje, who's here, always says, just put any little thing goes a long way. That's Dr. Monsanje. You're a superwoman empowering women and children to live well together. I follow you and talk about your journey. Now, you please share about where you get funding. Who are your sponsors? Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. We are going to be the sponsors, Dr. Monsanje.
Yes, but yeah. I have another thing I want to mention. I don't want people to look at me and think I'm a single woman who has no family. No. I was not successful in marriage, but I have a family. I have 2 daughters and 2 grandsons. And also one of my daughters is disabled. She's not able to function beyond 6 years old. She lives home with me.
Wow.
She's a challenge every day. She can't talk and she can't take care of herself, but she lives home with me. So people, listen, don't think that if I'm overwhelmed in my personal life, I cannot help someone else or I cannot share.
That's
Don't
amazing.
wait until when you are rich to share the little you have. The members have a say.
There you go.
Yes. So please.
The Bemba proverb from a Lozi woman.
I hope it's right.
Brenda can tell us, yeah, my Luapula sister, tell us if that proverb is correct.
Maybe Dr. Monsanje can comment on the proverb since he's Tonga. He's international too.
Oh, Dr. Monsanje is international too. Priska says powerful words right there. Okay, powerful words. And,
yes. And please, when you unite, because I know most people are Bemba speakers, when you unite, right, things work out better.
Yeah,
that's divided true. Is not good. I'll give you another Bemba one. That one, everybody knows it. You can't. So please get together. So the laws is,
yeah.
Right? Yes, that's the laws way. Yeah.
That's the laws. Dr. Theo should be here and Auntie Mbolo. Mbumwae, where are you? All right. Good morning, Insaka from Insaka. And here is part Miss. How do you say this? You are part Ghanaian. So
Oh,
Joa.
my daughter. That's my daughter.
Okay. Good morning to my amazing Ima and the host.
Oh, hey, Ajua. Good to
I
see you.
I'm very confident. I'm very familiar with Ghanaian people. I love my Ghanaian people. Tonight, a Ghanaian friend of mine, the church is celebrating 20 years, so I'm going there to support him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, kwe dusu.
Okay. I didn't know my daughter was listening.
Yeah, there she is. Hey, Miss Parker, please let's make this show go. You know the sad part, my dear sister, Mbumwae. The
Yes.
sad part is a show like this won't go viral. But when you talk about useless things and politics, oh my goodness, people go crazy. People go crazy.
No, I can't talk about politics.
No. I'm just saying, I don't want you to
politics.
talk about politics. Let's leave that alone. So we are now, everybody watching here, we're going to be sponsors of this project. I mean, this is amazing, people. This is amazing. What else do you want to do? You put money in your political party, they've disappointed you. There you go. I said it. It's me who said it. She didn't say it.
Okay, yes.
And
also, I want to mention that I am not for Western Province only, or my home only. I've sponsored a lot of children from Luapula, Kasama, Mbala, all these. So wherever I get a kid to sponsor, I'll do it.
Especially Luapula, they need a lot of help.
No. They are good people.
I'm starting a fight here with
Yes, I know.
I get into it with my Luapula. I can say anything about Bembas because I'm Bemba and Tumbuka.
You have the stamp to do that.
Yeah, my mother is from Mporokoso, so Avena Mporokoso Bonse. I want you to comment on these projects. I'm looking at your website here.
Okay.
Benin mat weaving and tie dyeing farming. So you can, everybody listening, you can even tell from the name that this is a project in Benin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do? They
weave mats to sell.
They weave mats to sell.
And also farm peanuts. Yes, peanuts. And beans, yes, for businesses.
All right. And then we have Ivory Coast vegetable and fish farming.
Yes, they have a lot of good tilapia in Ivory Coast. So they sell that in the market to make their living. And also tie-dye is very popular over there.
Yes, I know that's why they've got powerful fabrics in West Africa because of those projects, right?
Yes.
And Ghana, Greater and Mid Accra.
That is an incredible group.
Batik, tie and dye rice.
Yes, but also water purification. Yes, they did that. This group was given, I think, $800 some time back. I can't remember where.
Okay.
And they have grown their business so much. Now they have 2 tipper trucks, which import food across West Africa. The women are so rich now.
Wow.
Yes. And when we give out these loans, we don't get the money back. It just circulates in the community. And
so when the money comes back, so to speak, they give it to another project.
Yes, to another person who is doing a different project. Because every group has different little projects they do to empower themselves or to make a living, yes.
Okay. And we have, what do you call it, in Zambia, nationwide, this is healthcare clinics.
We haven't been...
Orphanages, farming. These are the things you said. So you see, Zambians, it's not working. What's the problem? Priska, you see that?
We can't give up.
No, you're not giving up. I'm just telling my Zambian people here, Zambia tafile bomba, there in Benin, Ivory Coast, it's working. When you get money, you go and buy shoes. That's a problem. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm trying to go up here. Do you know, I'll be very honest with you. I didn't even know that there was University of Barotsland.
Okay. I've given them a lot of business.
You see, I've seen we call him Uncle Waka, you know him.
Yes, yes.
I've seen Uncle Waka puts, I think I don't know whether you are aware, is doing a library in Mongo.
Yes.
Yeah. Is this part of this University of
No,
Barotseland?
he's independent. No,
Who runs the University of Barotseland?
It's a group of what do you call this? Some shareholders who came together to put up the group.
Okay.
But the vice chancellor is one of my cousins.
Please connect me to.
Who was just appointed 2 years ago.
Okay, I would like them to come on the show and talk about the university.
Let me see. His name is Kwalombota.
Okay, that's a really lousy name, Kwalombota.
Kwalombota, yes, the vice chancellor of Western Province. But I'll have to look for his number. If I can get in touch with my coordinator, maybe you can get him to come on the no, maybe I'll give you his information maybe after. Okay,
yeah, I'd like us to talk about the University of Barotseland. I'm looking at something here. I hope I can pronounce this properly. Where is Bato Region Cassava? Where is that?
Oh, no, this is in Ghana.
Okay. I hope I said the name right. So they have what
they call, one of the main dishes is called gari.
Yeah.
Gari is like powder. It's cassava powder, but it's like cassava grains, which they use to make like porridge or something like that. They can also cook it and make it like ifitumbua.
Okay.
Yeah, and they eat it. Yeah.
I know I'm going to eat a lot of it tonight at the event.
No, maybe they don't have it. Ask them about gari. They will show you.
I know. I'm quite a Ghanaian. I know.
Okay.
Zineth says, Pazedi, this Zineth is responding to the Zambi. Pazedi fye kutiwa.
No, if you bring booze, we will join you while you're crying. Without booze, we won't.
Oh my goodness me. Zineth, you need to stop that. Yeah, I have another friend, Zineth, everybody watching, who says Pazedi kukosa.
It's true.
I'm trying to read some of the other. I want everybody to see the number of projects that the Suvayo Foundation is doing. That's why I'm looking at all these projects on the website. So we have Ghana. Okay, there's another one here. Ada, is it Ada Baking? Is this also Ghanaian?
Yes, they do baking and tailoring. Okay. So we bought
Ada Baking Sewing School uniforms funds needed $1,000. And we'll keep that Pazedi kutiwalila. We'll keep it there.
No, I love it.
I'll keep it there because it sounds so popular. And then there's another one here. It says, Miss Parker, forgive me if I'm butchering these names. Obwasi micro-lending funds. $3,000 needed girls soccer team. Wow, I like that.
We have 2 soccer teams, all girls.
In Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana, yes. They are called, you can Google them, Subayo Golden Eagles.
Okay, Subayo Golden Eagles.
Yes.
Oh, they're under your program?
Yes.
Guys.
They were street kids. We picked them from the streets.
Zineth, we don't need to be crying. Let's send the money to Ghana where things are happening. So everybody, that's the website, subayo.org. There's a link there for contribution. Anything helps. You know, the advantage is this exchange rate thing. Anything helps. Like I'll keep referring to the conversations that me and Dr. Munsanje have, Mbumwae. Dr. Munsanje has got the philosophy of every little dollar penny counts. It's $10, true. $20, it's $30. Let's do something there, everybody, and contribute. Wow, this has been an amazing conversation. I've enjoyed this, and we hope the ZBTR team or family can make a. I'll tell you this. I'm even because of Zenith at Pazetic Tiwari. I'm willing to put something on a project in Zambia, but no, I don't want to cry.
You know, I said tears of Africa, wiping tears of Africa. That's what I meant. It's tears of Zambia.
Tears of Zambia. So okay, I will talk to you in details to see how we can make something work out in Zambia. Because
Yes.
I know some people in Zambia who can put something down, but I don't want them to cry. You know.
No, we'll wipe the tears by making it successful.
By making it successful. Yes, we shall do that. Yeah. So everybody, that was our show today. We were honored to have Ms. Mbumwae Suba Smith, founder of the Subayo Foundation. They are doing projects across Africa, empowering women. Let me take that back. Let's step up and support what she's doing. That's a website down there. You can see it, www.subayo.org. There's a link to contribute. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And Ms. Mbumwae, thank you. Any final word? Especially to you.
I'm open to advice, and I'm also open to advise and guide someone who needs help. So please don't detach from me. I'm human, but I'm not just active on social media. I am very private. So that's the only thing about me. And thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. We shall try to do our best. I'm sure the people will step up here and do something. Have a great weekend. I shall connect with you because I need information how we can make the Zambia projects work. And I need information for the Barotsland, the university.
Yes, I'll get back to you maybe this afternoon.
Okay, excellent. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us today. I mean, amazing woman. Like she said, she's private. It had to take me to bring her out of the behind the scenes to come on the show to talk about this. I hope you also enjoyed our debut show with Muhambi Conversation. Every third Saturday, Muhambi will be coming here, engaging with his fellow young people in Zambia. So look forward for the next episode. And like I said, this evening, a dear friend of mine, they are celebrating 20 years of their ministry, Air Life Baptist Church. My family and I were part of that church. We celebrate Pastor Kwaku and his dear wife. They are good friends of ours. So, well, we shall see you all next week on the same time and same place.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.